going to turn things around. And we know that it's not going to take, it's not an overnight thing. It's going to take time. We're going to work at it, and we're going to work together to do it. Amen? Amen. All right. But in doing so, again, right, and it's like echoing what you already heard. And like John Maxwell said, leadership, everything rises and falls on leadership. So leadership is just what we got to put in the right places, don't we? And I'm telling you now, seeing this and Helen Toby being put in that principal over at Oak Street School, I see that bad leadership. Normally I won't call a person's name, but I will call her name. That's bad leadership. When I went to meet with Ms. Toby with some of the parents, and I quoted some of the state's law, she told me, I make decisions here, the state doesn't make the rules here, I make the rules. When anyone undermines the rules of the state, pays them.
That's the cancer.
That's a problem. Now, if we want to pick just anybody, where's this little girl? Stand up, baby. Stand up. Just stand up. Why don't we pick her? Because we're talking about somebody. You need somebody who has people manage, and someone who's going to work with the people to help raise the children. It's been said over and over and over again. It takes the village to raise one child. We have a lot of children in these schools. We have a lot at stake. Let's work together. Let's do the right thing. A lot of schools that's moving into the future. Book is passé. They got pads. They got iPads. They got all kinds of readers, material. And we're still fighting about books. We've been fighting about books for years. We were promised that we had books. Somebody lied to us. I believe y'all are going to handle this though. That's why we picked the new board. And the new board got to get rid of the people underneath them. Amen? Amen. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Man hurts.
Give me a half a minute, please, just to find my notes. My name is Mayor Hertz, I was in Miller Road in Lakewood.
Here.
I'll speak louder.
Thank you.
I've been coming here for at least 10 years. Should have been here before, but up until recently, I had the feeling, as many people sitting behind me had, that I was talking to the wall. And that's why I didn't come as often as I should have. I just want to ask you, on page 21, item number 13, is that a typo, or am I misreading it? It should say 2011-2012 school year, or 2012-2013?
2012.
Okay. This board has made some very significant progress, and I understand it's only 2 months since the election and since the reconstitution of the board. Most of the work is still in front of us. And I speak both for non-public and for public schools. Children, both are in dire need of reform and change. What this election did, and why we triumphed, is because we were able, through the hard work of Pastor Glenn and other ministers and leaders in the community, and just the rank and file and the grassroots, to bring the entire town together. I want to tell you something, gentlemen, please don't forget it. That's why you're sitting there today, and that's why we're on a trajectory for change and for progress. There was an addendum circulated. I'm a president of an organization called LEARN, Lakewood Education Advancement Resource Network, Inc., Incorporated. This organization has been helping children with special needs for the last 5 years. We have a volunteer staff of 2 very qualified people. One of them was a director of Title I for 10 years, and is now working in New York as one of the approved vendors for the New York City Board of Ed for both public and non-public children with special needs. He was a volunteer with LEARN. Another was a wife of a former Board of Ed member, and she was a volunteer, and she had special credentials for that, without going further. We would like for the board to consider LEARN with a small budget of $10,000 that will include advertising and salary for an entire year, so that we can act as a community liaison to both the public and the non-public, whoever wants to avail themselves of our services. We have qualified people. We will consider other people. I would ask the board to please consider that. I happen to know that there was an addendum where LEARN was supposed to be appointed to that mission, and for some reason the addendum has been changed. I just want to reiterate, a child delayed is a child denied, is a life wasted. Please do not delay this any further. Make that appointment. I happen to agree with the prior 2 speakers who spoke about someone who was appointed to both an interim principal's position as well as a special ed position. Frankly, those 2 positions are too heavy for one person to carry. I would just ask you to reconsider that. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mayor.
Mr. Seidel.
I would like to say that I agree 100%. If we have a company that can do both the public and the non-public, we should definitely go with that route.
Thank you. There's one person, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but it's also Hertz, last name's Hertz.
Yes, Scott.
I have 2 questions. I'm going to ask the first one, get an answer, and see if I can go to the second. There's a position being filled over here, a non-public. Oh, sorry. Yitzchak Hertz, 18 Maplewood Terrace. The first is that there's a Ricky Burton over here, which is.
What page,
What
sir?
page, please? Okay, it's on page 17.
Item number 2.
And it's to be a non-public coordinator. Now, when I was busy with the elections, I thought to myself, you know, there must be a address for parents that they should be able to go to in order to navigate the system and not come up against the brick wall. I knew that it must be funded through the government, such a thing that they can help the parents to navigate the system. I asked different board members, and they said that yes, there was a certain position like that, and it was held by a certain individual who shall not be named right here, but it was never advertised that that was his position, so he never did the job. Now, I would like to know exactly what the job description is of non-public coordinator, or where I can find that information. If you're hiring a teacher, there should be specifications for that job. That's the first question. Where can I find out what it is that we're paying the money for?
All right. Shh. You want the answer first, or you want to finish your second question first?
First answer to the question. I like hearing one answer
So
at a
we
time.
usually do questions and then the board answers.
Okay. So the first question is, again, what it is, and now, how can I find out that what you're going to be telling me is actually what the job description is? You know, we can all say that the job description is X, Y, Z. How do I see that and hold that accountable? That's the first question. The second question is that there was an addendum proposing a Mrs. Schloss, I believe. Is that the name? For the, what was it called again? Liaison. I was here on June 7th. I've been lobbying for the community liaison. I've been speaking to people, trying very hard, speaking to parents who really want this, worked in the election to get this. I was hoping that we'd get the most qualified person. What was the way, the process that this person was selected? Now, the reason why I say this is because there are people that rumble and say that this is all not transparent. Inside jobs. I stand here and I ask, I don't want to say any more of the accusations because they're unfounded, but they don't smell so good. And I will get back and say it if I don't get a satisfactory answer. Thank you very much. Thank you.
There was a job description in the job posting by the previous superintendent. I don't have it with me, but we could get it for whoever wants it by tomorrow, whatever it is. There was a job description posted for this.
Can it be posted on the site?
I guess it can.
We can get it to you tomorrow.
Who can answer me that question definitively if you could? Can or cannot?
That position was created by the previous superintendent with a job description. So I'm sure if it's still there, we could have it put up on the
I
website.
can have it to you in the morning.
Can it be put up on the website?
Or you can.
Is the lawyer's here? The lawyer.
No, excuse me. Excuse me, let us answer your question.
Okay, I just want to know who's going to answer.
It will be taken care of tomorrow. Jim, you'll put it up on the website? It will be put up on the website.
Tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Okay.
The job description.
Yes.
And it may be there already anyway, but we'll make sure.
Jim, is it there or not? Okay, we will have it listed tomorrow morning, the description and all for you tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Fink. The second question is the process of how Mrs. Schloss was selected, what the vetting process was, what are her qualifications? Two-pronged question. Who can tell me what her qualifications are? How did we go about finding her? Was she advertised?
Let me just question the board on this question. This is getting involved with a personnel issue which should not be discussed in public session.
No, it's not a personnel about her. This is the question of a process, not of a person.
No, you asked,
Question is not.
Bring it down a level.
you asked what is her resume and what are her qualifications.
What were the qualifications needed for the job? Not
That's
her
a
qualifications.
different question. That one can be answered if they're known. What were the qualifications?
All right, Ms. Winters?
That would be in the job description.
Okay, yes. Okay, we can actually get that for you also tomorrow morning too, Doris.
Okay, so the job description will be. I don't understand how people can vote on something if they don't know what the job qualifications is. If nobody here can answer me what the job qualifications are, how are you going to vote to say yes to hire her or not to hire her if you don't know what the job description is or if you don't know what her qualifications are? And excuse me, but there is a reason to be upset over here, and I am not ashamed about being upset.
I'm not saying be ashamed, just bring it down one level.
It is the same process that we use to hire any individuals in the district. We actually met in closed session this particular person who came to get the job. There was apparently there was extensive special education background. We don't read and memorize the job description of anybody who comes before the board, but she was met in closed session, and that's
How many candidates did you meet for this job?
You met one. Nobody else came forward to the board.
Where did you advertise for them to come forward? That's not true.
They submitted a resume 3 times. They did. Don't tell me no one else came forward.
That's blatant lie.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Please bring it down. Yeah. No one's yelling. We don't want this. Folks, listen. No one is yelling. We'd like to just bring everything down, please. We will advertise tonight for that position. I happen to agree with you. We will make sure that Arlene advertise for that position. All right. Thank you very much for bringing that up.
Your time is up as well. Thank you.
We'll table this resolution.
Okay, and I think that's, like Mr. Yoni Silva said, he said that this is not just a problem in this specific area which I mentioned, he said this is the way it's being done in all hiring positions. Therefore, I think we should do this every time. We should have a transparent way of seeing what the job description is. We should have some sort of way of knowing how many people were interviewed for the position, what their qualifications were, and we can have oversight. Thank you very much.
On June 7th, the attorney said that we were going to have somebody appointed at tonight's meeting, and I believe that it was supposed to be advertised on the June 7th, after June 7th. Was it advertised at that point? I thought that we had advertised for this. He said
It was announced at the non-public consultation that a person will be hired by the June 19th meeting.
But it was never advertised, obviously.
How did someone else know to send a resume? It was announced in public.
It was announced.
All right, it will be tabled.
Thank you.
Is that Yes.
Thank you.
Item number 5.
Number 5
Number 5 will be tabled.
on the agenda. I mean, on the agenda.
All right. Pauline, would you like to make an announcement as far as addendum 15? Folks, please be quiet, please. Okay. What would you like to? Okay. Folks, here are the corrections to the agenda, please.
On page 4, H and J are duplicates, so if you would scratch out number J. Okay. On page 12, the top school year should be 2012-2013, not 11 and 12.
Sorry, are we on the
On page 12, change the school year. Oh. Page 4. They're duplicates.
21.
Okay. On page 19, delete number 6, Helen Toby as interim principal. There will be an interim appointed and retro will be, the approval will be at the July 19th board meeting. Okay, page 21, number 13, the school year is 11-12. This is for June appointments. And also at the bottom of the page, the second name from the bottom is repeated twice, so just delete one of the
Page is that?
page 21, it's a duplicate.
There's a couple of duplicates. I don't know if the one up top also, I don't know how to pronounce the name, the last name, Shia, on page 21.
Tusky Shea.
Is that also a typo as well? Because it's yeah, but it's the same person in the same school. I don't know, that's what I'm asking. I have it highlighted as well.
At the bottom, too. At the bottom, there's
There's also another one too, Special Toby, also same name, two different amounts, same school.
Where is that, Tracy?
The same page.
Oh, Lena, you seeing that?
I see it, but it's the Title I person who, put the names in. We'll have to check with her.
Let's,
That's it.
on 21, it's definitely a duplicate. I would definitely table one. Or delete it.
But it's more than just one,
No,
though.
we're gonna go through it right now. Tracy.
I don't know which number is correct.
We're gonna go back over it right now. All right.
Okay.
Arlene, on page 21, you have David Chaya on fourth from the top. And then you also have David Chaya, same school, the very last. So,
We'll have to check it because the person just, interested
in the future, all of these should be checked before it comes to the agenda. It should not be on the agenda. All right, we're still low. Correct, we agree. We totally agree. So, in the future, Lisa, will you please check everyone? Please. All right, let's go quiet, please. Folks, please. All right. Arlene?
Okay, two more changes.
Folks, there's two more changes, please.
On page 18, under appointments, the last number 4, it should read plus 15%, and the amount is $60,122.20, effective July 1st, 2012. This is for extended school year. And also on page 29, should be added John Wojcicki, 20 hours, and Christina Schneider, 35 hours. That's it.
I'm sorry. On that same page, I don't know how to pronounce the last name. The third one from the bottom, the third one from the top.
What page?
Page 21. Is that supposed to be 100 hours? Is that correct?
It's Yapa, the top.
She's the other
Both
one.
up, 100 hours?
100 hours.
No, 100 hours.
The third one.
Summer math?
Page 29.
29.
I'm sorry, 29.
Folks, please quiet down. I
Okay,
would say it's 10-2.
but it says 100. Just want to make sure. 100 hours? That, okay.
It just seems like.
Yeah, it seems like a lot, because everybody else is 35 hours. Okay, can we just double check to make sure, if you don't mind? Thank you.
Laura, is that right? Okay.
So 100 hours is fine, Ms. Winter? Thank you.
Okay.
Need a motion for items under the business administrator report?
Motion? Before we do that, what numbers are we, just so we get this right?
Under the business administrator's
Okay,
report.
is it from what page to what page?
Page 2 through
Page
the top of page 9.
That question, that's, okay, that's fine, good, thank you.
Motion?
Second. Roll call.
Mr. Schwartz?
I'm sorry, is there, can we, yeah, is it the discussion? Can we open it? Okay. But page number 3, number, I guess it's halfway in the page, under preschool salaries. It has preschool security salary. Why would that be under preschool salaries? Is that summer security? How does that work
That was during
exactly?
the school year. There was a security guard added to the preschool campus.
Now that wasn't included in the regular security contract that we have?
No.
No.
We don't have a security contract.
We have, Mr. Stillwell. Yeah, but there's a contract. I thought it's not covered under that contract?
No. We don't have a contract.
We have separate personnel for each campus.
Thank you. Hold on, one more. Page 5, letter K. The program here that I see with the Fresh Fruits program, I see that it's done through various schools. Campus 1, 2, and 3, are those the pre-K schools? Okay. There was an issue, I don't know if it should have been up now or wait until the closed session, that there was an issue about in the preschool, it was brought up yesterday, about the meals being provided at the preschool, that a lot.
This is government funded. This has nothing to do with the vendor. This is strictly from the government. This is your child nutrition program. Yep.
So, all right. Okay, so should I ask, the question is not related later? No, actually. Yeah. Page 5, letter N, the RFP for the transportation director, that I'm not sure about. I know it's dealing with personnel, so we can't really talk about it, but.
No, it's not personnel.
It's not personnel?
Consultant.
Okay, why is it going out for rebid?
It was never put out the first time,
Okay.
and we cannot give any increase. That's why we have to go out and do a new RFP.
How long is that going to be open for, you know?
Well, I have to do the specs, advertise it, and it should be awarded by hopefully July 19th board meeting.
Okay, so that won't hinder any transportation issues as far as?
No.
Okay.
No, you have a temporary appointment for the month of July.
Crossing guards, page 4, the top of the page. We pay for the district's crossing guards? I wasn't aware. Really? Yes? Yes? The top page. Page 4, the top. Yes. Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, thank you.
Lisa? No?
Okay. That's it. Thank you.
Motion. Roll call.
I think
Roll call, Lisa?
Mr. Schwartz?
Yes.
Mr. Silver?
Is absent.
Mr. Greenspan?
Yes, with the exception of page 5L.
I'm sorry, I can't hear
Page
you.
5 what?
Page 5L. And second.
Well, actually, you can't vote on that.
That's why I
So abstain. Oh, I thought you said no.
Yes, with the exception
I thought
of
you said no. Okay, good.
with the exception of just that one, I believe. Anything to do with Jay's contracts?
Correct.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Tiff?
There's nothing wrong with you.
I had another question, but I think Paul already answered it already. It was on page 3 regarding the superintendent
We're in the
search.
middle of roll call.
Can't do it.
All right, no problem. Yes, yes, yes.
Mr. Slotkin?
Yes.
Mr. Seitler?
Yes.
Mr. Fink?
Yes.
And Mr. Silver?
Yes.
Business agenda passes. We need a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation.
Motion to pass.
Motion to vote on.
I'm sorry, what are we voting on?
Second.
What are we voting on?
Okay,
He wants to pass it as a...
pages 9 through 37.
Okay. Anyone else want to open the floor, or you want me to start as always?
What do you want, ask questions? Tracy,
Ask questions.
most, as we discussed earlier?
Most of them we discussed over. No, it's a whole.
No, Tracy.
This is all. Okay. Page 3.
No, wait, page 3.
No, I'm sorry. Page 9. Page 9. Letter K. Number 4. Approve the following NP student for home instruction, but there's no amount. It's paid through Title 192, but it doesn't have an amount on how much it is.
Depends on the hours.
Yeah, I know, but we're voting to approve it, but it's open-ended. There's no amount.
Based on the service plan.
It's either 5 or 10 hours a week.
Okay, but it doesn't say that. Can we put something in there to add? I don't know. There should be something in there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's by law, it cannot exceed 10 hours per week if it's medical, or 5 hours, if
Not to exceed,
10
not to
hours
exceed
per week.
10 hours per week.
And that's state mandated, so it doesn't need to
State
be on the agenda?
mandated, no.
Okay. The number 5, to approve the extended school hours from 9 to 1:45. Is this what we were voting on tonight on the changing, the 6th graders?
This is extended school
What is
year.
that? Okay, preschool program, gotcha, okay. Number 6, once again, the amount, there's no amount, but it says tuition to be determined by the
It's
state.
about 133,000 for a cast and back. The rates,
This is number 6, correct?
yes. It's about 133,000 for a student. No.
Page 10. Number 15 and number 16 on the agenda on page 10. Is approved for a in-service workshop. It doesn't have a list of names of who will be attending. Each course held on 2 different days will be a total amount of $3,000 each. But it doesn't say how many teachers will be allowed or able to attend that seminar.
That's actually for the preschool building, teachers are attending preschool for the autistic.
So how many teachers are going to be attending?
The teachers that are working at the preschool, it's for the preschool.
Okay, how many teachers are working at the preschool?
I don't know the exact amount.
All the teachers. All the teachers. All the teachers. Do me a favor. Can you cut down on sarcasm, please? If you have somewhere to go, please go. This is the agenda. It's important to me. It may not be important to you, but I would like to keep things crazy. We discussed this.
We're not going to do this, let's continue. We're not doing that.
All right. Page 11, number 20. 4 teachers will be attending, with the type of data. Once again, we send teachers out to have courses on how to research data. but we never actually see the data and on how it's improving the schools. You know, it's fine, we send teachers out for training, it's for learning, but we never see these sheets, these data, these things in order to see how our children are advancing and how well they're doing, grade to grade.
Well, that hasn't been done. These teachers are actually getting paid to actually take the New Jersey X data and analyze the data from each school. So it's 4 teachers from every single school in the district. They will analyze it and they will present it to the teachers in their school and the district. We do have the data in the district.
Okay, but we never see the data. That's what I'm saying. We send teachers out, we have all this data, but we never see the data.
I think what Jason is saying, that the board asked a number of times.
Exactly, to see data,
some data,
something.
and yeah, we haven't seen it.
You will see the data.
Okay.
Number 21 is something new that Ms. Winters is bringing to the district. It's never been done here, is that correct?
What number is that?
Number 21, approved new teacher workshop.
It was done in the past years ago, and we're just bringing it back to mentor new teachers.
Fine, great.
The mentoring program, moving along, pages 16, once again, the resignations of these teachers. And, you know, I'm not bringing it up, I'm just saying that you know, it's a shame that good teachers are leaving this district. And a lot of these teachers that are on this resignation list as far as personnel, my kids had these teachers when they were in those schools. All right, they're great teachers, and I would like to implore the district or the superintendent to do whatever they can to encourage these teachers to stay.
Yes, please.
Page 18, number 5, number 6, and number 5 and 6 for now. Helen Tobias, I know that was tabled. Tracy Napolitano.
There is no page 18.
Page 18, 5 and 6.
Number 6, that wasn't what was.
All right, guys.
Page 18, okay, page 18, 5 and 6. Okay, page 18, 5 and 6.
I understand. I thought that what we tabled was.
We tabled 6, so.
We tabled 6, we did table 6.
All right, let's
We
go
did table
on.
6, we said it'd be better now.
Six on 18, 6 on 19. There's 2 6s.
Okay.
18 and 19,
Quiet, please.
One of the concerns that I have with this dual positions, not talking about personnel, not getting into it, but based on the cabinet report, not sure of the qualifications, I would assume that these people, these administrators are 100% qualified for whatever that they do. But according to the state report, the cabinet report for Oak Street School, it says that administrators who hold dual positions, any positions, something lacks, something fails, something not gonna get done. Okay? And we plan on moving forward, and which we've been doing quite well. We're moving them forward. We need to really take a look at any recommendations that comes from the state. Okay? And not just blow it off like it never happened. I would encourage the board members to read the cabinet report that was in the last month's agenda. I mean, it's very, very informative information that's in there. All right, so when you find time, I know everybody's busy, we all have jobs, you know, find time to read the cabinet reports from Oak Street School. And any other school report is available from the high school or the other elementary schools. I would also like to have a copy of those as well, so we can read those too.
Only Spruce Street and Oak Street had capital reports from this year.
Okay, is it possible to get a copy of Spruce? Because I didn't.
Yes, we have.
Okay. Thank you.
Actually, make copies for all of them.
Through the chair, I'm a little bit confused. I thought that 18, number 6, I thought the only thing we tabled was the addendum that made her the the principal, interim principal in Oak Street. That's not what this says. This would make her from the assistant principal to supervisor of special education. But the addendum, The addendum that was knocked off is not what it said.
Number 19, number 6 is
Yeah.
a duplicate of the addendum.
It is, I thought the addendum was to,
Yeah.
Arlene, wasn't the addendum to make her
Right,
into
okay, I'm correct.
principal of Oak Street? And
Right,
one
this
on
is not
page
supposed to
86,
change.
he's making her into special ed.
Right, this is supposed to
These are
stay,
separate.
two separate things, we did not knock this off, this is
The
supposed to
86 is
stay.
supposed to stay.
They're becoming the interim principal on the addendum is gone, not
Number
this.
6 is correct.
That's what I have been saying.
6 is correct.
It's staying, it's not off, that's what I've
Number
been saying.
4 should be transferred from Oak Street to the district office.
That's what I'm, that's
Number
not,
19, page
you
19.
said it was tabled when Tracy asked me. I'm trying to correct you.
There's two number 6, but different pages.
That's 19.6. That's what we're taking, right? 18.6 is staying on.
Yes, 96 is good.
19.6 is being tabled, 18.6 is staying on.
All right, let's vote on this.
Mr. Short?
No.
Mr. Silver? Mr. Greenspan?
Yes, with the exception of all the ESYs due to a conflict of interest.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Tiff?
I'm sorry. Are we voting? We're voting on everything.
On the
On the
addendum and,
superintendent, no, the superintendent.
not the addendums, right?
Superintendent.
Just the superintendent.
Mr. Tiff?
Yes, page 19, page 18, number 5, no, number 6, no. Yes, except for the number that I mentioned.
Mr. Slotkin? Mr. Sightline? Mr. Fay?
Yes.
Superintendent's agenda packet.
Motion to vote on the addendum.
Yes. Elaine,
She say no.
you gonna vote 101 or you wanna,
Can we just know which ones are being tabled and then vote on the whole thing?
That's tabled. That's gonna be tabled.
we're gonna vote 5 at a time?
That's gonna be tabled.
Let's go 5 at a time. Go ahead, number 1 was passed. Right.
I need a second.
Second,
Roll call.
The buses one was passed already.
Correct.
She like sitting over there.
2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. Okay.
Roll call on vote for addendums 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7.
Can you remind us what the addendums are? 'Cause we don't have a copy. We don't know what we're talking about. We don't know what.
All right, we'll go over the resolutions. Just go briefly say exactly what resolution is. Please.
Okay, 2 was the creation of the neighborhood schools. 3 was a approval of the tier for the change in the time of the schools. 4 was the appointment of Ellie Wisman as a consultant for special student services. 5 was canceled. 6 is the process of looking for new administrative offices for October of 2013. 7 is the authorization of the board council to enter negotiations with SHI regarding the tuition rate.
All right, let's vote on those. Roll call.
Mr. Schwartz?
Okay, a question about number 7. I know on the superintendent's item, we just passed the tuition rates. This resolution is going forward for which calendar year? We just approved a... This is the summer?
No. What we approved already is the summer program.
$90,000 tuition.
We approved this the whole year.